Hey, I'm Fucci and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. Today we take a trip through Italy with traditional bruschetta. Bruschetta? Fucci, I thought it was bruschetta. Well, you see, in Italian, the CH is pronounced as a hard K. So if you want to be authentic, you say bruschetta. If you don't, you might as well just say, bring it. So what you're gonna need is fresh basil, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, grape or cherry tomatoes, red onion, salt, pepper, a sourdough baguette, and fresh garlic. You'll also need a baking sheet, a small pan, 2 mixing bowls, a garlic press, a bread knife, and a sharp knife. My love and appreciation for fresh tomatoes can be summed up in one word. That's right. I'm probably the only chef in America that doesn't like fresh tomatoes. Until today. Because this recipe combines the perfect combination of ingredients that actually makes me love fresh tomatoes. So if you're a big tomato fan or not a big fan like me, you're going to want to watch this one because it's a super duper good recipe and a really easy one to make. We start by pressing our cloves of garlic. And then we're going to take this back to the stove. So I've got a pan over medium heat. I'm going to add some olive oil. A good couple of tablespoons. Then the garlic. Let this cook up until it's nice and golden brown. You don't want it to burn, so make sure you watch it. At this point, I'm going to turn off the heat and take it off the stove. So while the oil's cooling in the back, we're going to cut our tomatoes lengthwise from top to bottom. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Next, we're gonna roll our basil and chiffonade it. Now, you've done the chiffonade before. It's to make little rags is what it means. And we'll throw that in our tomato mixture. Next, we're gonna mince our red onion. I have cut it in half lengthwise, leaving the root intact. We will cut the other side, which is not the root, and then make strips from top to bottom, making sure not to cut through the base or the root. We'll give it a quarter turn and then cut off our minced onion. Now we're gonna save this until later because we will add it at the very end. So to our tomato mixture, I'm going to add our cooled garlic oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, some salt, and some pepper. We'll give it a stir, and then we're gonna let this marinate for about an hour or two. You can let it marinate for longer. Just pop it in the fridge and pull it out whenever you're ready. So while our tomatoes are tucked away, we're gonna make our little toasts, otherwise known as crostini. I've taken our loaf of bread, cut it at an angle so that when we cut our slices, they're cut at a bias, makes it a little extra fancy. We're gonna season these up with a little olive oil and a touch of salt. Give it a mix with our hands until they're thoroughly coated. And then we're gonna place it on our baking sheet. So I'm gonna pop this in a 350-degree oven until it's toasted on one side. We'll give it a flip and let it toast on the other. So after our bread has toasted, you just go ahead and top these little crostini with the tomatoes and then just a little bit of the fresh onion right on top. I'm gonna finish the rest of these and we'll plate them up. So check these out. I finished them off with a little balsamic glaze. I know you're gonna love them. Now, whether you say bruschetta or bruschetta, I know you're gonna want the recipe for these, and the recipe for the glaze and the bruschetta is available on our website. You can also check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And when you try these, please let us know about it in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Fucci reminding you that if I can make a bruschetta in a kitchen this tiny, you can make them in yours. We'll see you next time on Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. I love tomatoes. Well, you see, in Italy, in Italian, that's what I was. Well, you see, in Italian, the CH is pronounced. This is where it all falls apart.